I have a bit of a fever right now, and here are 3 reasons why it's awesome. Number 1, I know the girl who gave it to me, and I've definitely made her feel guilty, which is hysterical. 2, I got a clip from my video part when I had the fever and didn't realize I had the fever. I felt terrible, but I wasn't sure if it was from a night of partying before or from actually being sick. And 3, my pajama pants wearing has increased like 600% in the last 2 days. It's been great. Anyway, let's get this video started. I'm Josh, and today I'm going to talk about my September favorites. Let's get into it. Starting off strong with my favorite Instagram accounts right now, I have 2 for you today. One is Milky Way Chasers, and they repost some of the most majestic photos of the Milky Way. Totally inspiring. I really want to get better at shooting the Milky Way, and even if you don't like taking photos, it's so beautiful, you'll be happy you followed it. And 2 is actually an account that this account started, and it's called Star Trail Chasers, and it's the same thing, just reposting star trails, and oh my god, some of the prettiest photos I've ever seen, hands down ever. Quick heads up, everything I'm talking about today I'll have a link to in the description down below if you want to check it out. And this is a very personal thing, me sharing with you everything I love. So it'd be awesome if you could return the favor by letting me know what you did and didn't like. So if you read one of the books and you loved it, please let me know, because it'd make me so happy to know that I'm introducing people to good books, or anything for that matter. I'd love to get just a good dialogue going in the comments down below. I'm going to respond to as many comments as possible, so please do that. Next off, let's talk about books. I just finished reading Helter Skelter. This book was so addicting. If you're into crime, murder, cults, any of that stuff, this is the book for you. It's written by the prosecutor of Charles Manson, and it's a fascinating read. I don't normally read nonfiction books, but this might be getting me into the genre. Back to pajama pants. Nothing goes better with pajama pants than a good TV series, and I've been really into Narcos Season 2 this week. It's been really solid so far. Highly recommend it. Now let's talk skateboarding. I've been really into 2 different tricks right now. 1 is no comply backside 360s, and 2 is frontside lip slides on handrails. I really want to front lip a handrail for my part, so if anyone knows any good handrails in New York City, hit me up in the comments. If anyone's wondering why you haven't seen as many skate videos on my channel recently, it's because 2 reasons. So 1, I've been filming a lot for my video part, trying to just save street clips and not make videos about it, just focus on skating. And 2, all of my best skating at the skate park usually goes up on my Instagram or my Snapchat. I have a Snapchat now, by the way, so if you want to follow either of those things, my Instagram's this, and my Snapchat is, here's a code. Now for my favorite photos I took this summer, I think I narrowed it down to 4. I did a lot of traveling, as you may know. I went to 5 national parks, that's 5, and I went to way too many states. I traveled pretty much the entire summer, and here are my 4 favorites. We got a kid doing a crazy dive into Crater Lake National Park. This was a sequence that I stitched together in Photoshop. Next we have lightning over the beach in North Carolina, and I shot this with a 30-second long exposure, and I was actually getting a cookie while the photo was taken. So it was just like a sweet victory all around. Next we have my friend Quinn doing a 10-foot cliff jump in Montana, and this is Lewis and Clark National Forest. The reason why I like this shot is because I don't normally take photos of people, and I felt like this just was like a really fun scene that I had a great time at. Very sentimental, whatever. Last off, we have a shot I took at Grand Teton National Park, and super simple, just a nice reflection over the lake at 7 a.m. There are actually some really sweet mountains in the background, and I tried shooting those too, but I honestly just like the simplicity of the shot. And I've also never really experimented with 16:9 photos. I usually keep it 4:3, and I like how this looks. So all in all, I'm just really happy with this shot. If you want to see more of my favorite shots, I actually have a portfolio on my website. Link to that right over here, and also, you know, in the description. 2 favorite bands right now. One is Alexander, which was a side project with Edward Sharpe from the Magnetic Zeros, also a great band. And he only put out 1 album, but it's just fantastic, every song. Go give it a listen. And 2 is this band called King Khan and the Barbecue Show. Just this really fun Canadian garage rock band. Really good time to listen to. If you think you like my music taste or you want to learn more about it, I have a whole Spotify playlist that I've been working on for the past 2 or 3 years now. It's called Impeccable Indie. Link to it over here. I'm really proud of it, and I've gotten some good feedback on it in the past. Definitely go check that out. 3 favorite snacks. 1 is dried mango. I think what I like most about it is I'm vegetarian, right? And when you eat dried mango, you really get to use your canine teeth to tear, which is something I don't get because I don't eat meat. So I just feel very like animalistic and intense, and it's delicious. Great snack. 2 is my homemade guacamole, and 3 are my breakfast sandwiches, which are usually just egg, cheese, salsa, and avocado on some sort of multigrain bread. Lately, whenever I cook something delicious, I'll post a photo of it on my Snapchat and my Instagram story, and it's funny, I get such a mixed response. Some people want the recipes and want more food pics and all that stuff. Other people are horrified, and they're like, why are you posting photos of your food? So I'm really not sure how to address all the food stuff, so please let me know in the comments what you think of it. If you want to see more, less, if you think I should just starve myself to death, your feedback is greatly appreciated. Now for my favorite skate company, I should address first that yes, I'm still sponsored by Revive Skateboards. I love them and everything they do, but it's important to acknowledge that other companies are doing cool things too. So Pizza Skateboards right now is killing it. They put out a video a few months ago called Heat. They slayed SF spots among other cities, and what I really like about them is it's this perfect mix between trendy but not too pretentious. A lot of skate companies these days are just way too pretentious for me, and I'm not into it. Pizza Skateboards is not that, and they have Chase Webb, who's just on a total killing spree. Go watch the pizza video. Last two favorites, podcasts and movies. My favorite podcast right now, and pretty much favorite podcast just ever, is This American Life. It's a bunch of journalists that track down these crazy stories and tell them, and it's fascinating. They post a new one every week, and I've never heard one that hasn't been fantastic. If you want to check it out, there's a This American Life app for $3, I think, and it's hours and hours and hours of entertainment. Definitely worth it. I think you can also find them for free online, but I like being able to download them, listen to them on the subway, and when you pay $3, you feel committed to actually listen to more. And I just feel like I have more stories now to tell, more interesting things to talk about. Great podcast, seriously worth it. I have two favorite movies right now. So one is called Don't Think Twice, and it's actually produced by the host of This American Life. It's a comedy with Mike Birbiglia and a pretty good cast, and it's basically about a bunch of improv comedy guys trying to make it and not making it and succeeding. It's hysterical. It's only in select theaters, so I'll put a link down below so you can look up what theaters it's playing at closest to you, because it's probably not at your closest theater. The big mainstream blockbuster comedies don't normally do it for me. This movie I actually got a lot of laughs out of, and it hit on this harsh reality of life that's so truthful and worth watching. Last but not least, a classic movie I want to recommend to all of you is called No Country for Old Men. It's a crime movie about a serial killer. It's awesome. It's by the Coen brothers, and I love everything they do. I've seen all but I think one or two of their movies, and they're just brilliant guys. But this is a great intro to them, a great starting off point, and that is all I have to say. Three final things before we wrap this up, and I know I count on my fingers a lot. It really helps me stay organized. I think just the hand movements are crazy. Anyway, one, if you want to see my last favorites video, link to that over here. Two, if you like this video, be sure to subscribe for more. It really helps me. And leave a comment, because I really do love reading comments, especially when it's stuff that's so personal to me. And three, go follow my Snapchat. I swear I don't just post food. Alright, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you eventually. I'm gonna go to class now.